Hello friends, now we will see what the budget that was presented today by Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, what it gives for a common man. There are various proposals that was given. However, due to the coronavirus pandemic and the influence that it had on the various sectors of the economy, there were more interest and the expectations from the budget this year. Whether it's satisfied or not, whether it met the expectations or not, we will leave it to the experts to decide. We will have two types of discussion. The first part will talk about few proposals that was brought in. The first proposal that I would like to highlight is relating to the agriculture, where the aim is to promote chemical free agriculture, chemical free natural farming, and this would be started near the corridors of river Ganga. That is chemical free natural farming. This is one of the proposal that was given. The next proposal that I would like to highlight is relating to the roads and the railways, where in 22-23, that is from April 22 to March 23, the government aims to expand the national highway by at least 25,000 kilometers. At least 25,000 kilometers is the expectation. In relation to the banking, the government is trying to computerize all the post office. There are around 1.5 lakhs of post office. So computerize all the post office using core banking system. Core banking system is the software that is being used in all the banks. The same thing is now being proposed for the post office also. There are few digitization which the finance minister has proposed. One is about e-passports, which would be rolled out in 22-23, and there would be an embedded chip with the futuristic technology which will enable for overseas travel. The next type of digitization which the finance minister proposed is to bring all the land records under a unique number, which they call it as land parcel identification number. So the next one the finance minister has said is they would bring, or that is when I say they, the RBI in this context will introduce digital rupee from 22-23. These are some of the proposals. There are many various other proposals, so I am keeping it very, very simple. Now coming to the next aspect is about part B, that is I will talk about few cases of tax changes that has been brought in. The first and the foremost, the expectation was there will be some kind of changes that would be brought for individuals. The rates of taxes could change for an individual, which the finance minister has not at all touched. I would say this is fair enough given the context that for an individual who has earned till 5 lakhs, you will not have tax. Yes, fair enough. My expectation was not on that. My expectation was there would be some kind of relief that the finance minister will give in relation to exemptions like ATC exemption, where the finance minister, according to me, has disappointed and has not given any kind of exemption, any kind of increase in the exemption. So today, like what was there for last few years, ATC stands at maximum of 1.5 lakhs. So in a simple nutshell, there has not been a change in the rates of tax for individuals. Also, there has not been a change in the exemptions. Now, one very important amendment which the finance minister has brought was taxation of cryptocurrencies and virtual digital assets. Till last year, the Income Tax Act was not talking anything about this. Now, it is proposed to levy tax at the rate of 30% on any income from sale of cryptocurrencies and virtual digital assets. No deduction would be allowed except for purchase price. So if you have sold for, let's say, 1 lakh rupee, and you have purchased for let's say 70,000 rupees, so you got a profit of 30,000, that would be taxed at the rate of 30%. Any other expenses you have incurred, you cannot claim a deduction. Here, set off of losses, you have losses under some other income, you have a loss from some other income, that set off loss is not allowed. Take an example. You have paid interest on your housing loan, you may have got some loss there. That loss cannot be set off, which we usually set off against salary. You cannot do it here. There will also be a TDS at the rate of 1%. TDS would be applicable at the rate of 1%. In case you gift this cryptocurrencies or this cryptos and virtual digital asset, then in the hands of recipient, there would be a taxability. In the hands of recipient, there will be a taxability. So this is what we have got relating to taxation of cryptos. Second one is the next change that has been brought in. Whenever any amount is received on account of medical expenses for COVID or related COVID expenses, it is exempt. So, someone receives medical treatment, for example, medical treatment of COVID expense, let's say 5 lakh rupees, that is exempt in their hands. That for the medical treatment of COVID-19, it is exempt. The next one is, let's say you have filed your return of income and you find a mistake in the return of income after 1 year. In today's context, you will not be able to file a revised return after 1 year. You can file a revised return, but there is a time limit. The time limit is very, very short in today's context. Now, the finance minister has increased the time limit. The finance minister has now increased the time limit, and the increased time limit is now 3 years from the end of the financial year. Within 3 years from the end of the financial year, the return can be changed. We call it as updated return. However, there has to be some kind of additional tax that has to be paid here. Only if the additional tax is paid, you would be able to file an updated return. Then, with a view to encourage blending of fuel, any unblended fuel will now attract 2 rupees per litre as an additional excise duty from 1st October 2022. That is the petrol price. If it is an unblended petrol or any fuel, if it is unblended, there will be an additional excise duty of 2 rupees per litre, which will be applicable from 1st October 2022. There are various other types of tax regimes that has been proposed, but according to me, these are something which the common man should be aware. Now the immediate question is, what is that we have got from this budget? Yes, It was a tough budget to present in the background of like what we discussed, the COVID and the other stuff that has come. So as I told you, we will leave it to the experts to say whether any justice have done or not, any justice have been done by the finance minister or not. But this is what I thought that a common man should be aware. We will again meet up with some other topic for a common man. This is what we have got for this video. Thank you.